In the next sum it is given that L bisects angle A and BP perpendicular to L, BQ perpendicular to L. So the line L is bisecting angle A. That means angle A is divided into two equal parts. This is the bisector. So now this part, this angle is equal to this angle. What did they ask you to prove? Triangle APB is congruent to triangle AQB. Triangle APB, triangle AQB. So in these two triangles we will find out the equal parts. So first equal part we found that these two angles are equal. That means angle PAB is equal to angle QAB. Since L bisects angle A. Next equal part is 90 degrees. That is angle APB is equal to angle AQB is equal to 90 degrees. This is also given. Next part we need to identify. If you observe these two triangles, AB is common side for both the triangles. That means AB is equal to AB, common side. So two angles and one side. Therefore AAS congruency, both the triangles will be congruent to each other. Therefore triangle APB is congruent to triangle AQB by AAS congruency. The second point they asked is BP is equal to BQ. If you observe BP and BQ, they are corresponding parts of the congruent triangles. Therefore, they are always equal. BP is equal to, therefore, BP is equal to BQ by CP CT. And also they just mentioned BP equal to BQ or B is equidistant from the arms of angle A. What are the arms of angle A? These rays. The rays which are forming angle A are arms. Arms or legs we call them. So from that, anyway, since BP is equal to BQ, they will be at an equal distance. Therefore, B is equidistant from the arms of angle A. Hence proved. Given that AC equal to AE, AB is equal to AD. AC equal to AE, AB equal to AD. And also angle BAD is equal to angle EAC. Angle BAD is equal to angle EAC. Now they asked us to prove BC equal to DE. BC is equal to DE. So BC and DE are sides of the triangles ABC and triangle ADE. But for both the triangles, the angle A is not completely given. A small part is missing. So we need to add this part also to get the complete angle. Let us consider this part as 1, this one as 2, this one as 3. So let us add this angle 2 which is missing from angle A in both the triangles. Given angle BAD is equal to angle EAC. EAC. So for these two equal angles, we will be adding this missing part. That missing part is nothing but angle DAC, that is part 2. So angle BAD plus angle DAC will add on both the sides. Angle EAC plus angle DAC. So we have added equal parts on both the sides. If we add equals to the equal parts, the wholes are also equal. So if you add angle BAD plus angle DAC, what is the angle, combined angle you are going to get? Angle BAC. Angle BAC is equal to angle, these two parts if you combine, what is the part that you are going to get? Angle EAD. Angle EAD. So now let us keep it as a point number 1. Now we'll prove both the triangles as triangle ABC and triangle ADE as congruent triangles. In ABC triangle, they have given that ABC, AB is equal to AD. This is given. And also AC equal to AE. AC equal to AE. This is also given. Just now we proved that angle BAC is equal to angle EAD from point number 1. Therefore, from this we can say triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ADE. By which congruency? Let us observe. Side, angle, side. So, SAS congruency. So, they asked us to prove BC equal to DE. BC and DE are corresponding parts of the congruent triangles. Therefore, BC is equal to DE by CP CD. P is midpoint of AB. What is midpoint duty? P divides AB into two equal parts. That is, AP is equal to BP. And also given second point as angle BAD is equal to angle ABE. BAD. That means this part. This part is equal to angle ABE. ABE. This is also given. Next part is angle EPA. Angle EPA. This part is equal to angle DPB. DPB. This part. So this is the given information. Next, what is required to prove? Triangle DAP is congruent to triangle EBP. DAP. DAP. This triangle, you have to prove it is congruent to triangle EBP. So if you observe in these two triangles, again this part is missing. A small part of P is missing in both the triangles APD and BPE. Let us take this angle as 1, this as 2 and 3. So to get angle P completely in triangle APD, we need to add 1 and 2. To get angle P completely in BPE triangle, we need to add 2 and 3. So like that we can get the complete angle in both the triangles. And already we know that angle 1 is equal to angle 3. It was given in the sum. So angle 1 is equal to angle 3. So this part is combined part for both the triangles, which is missing. So we'll add on both the sides. Angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to angle 3 plus angle 2. If we add angle 1 and 2, what is the angle that we are going to get? Angle APD. Angle APD is equal to, if we add angle 3 and angle 2, the angle that we are going to get is angle BPE. Angle BPE. Let it be point number 1. Now, they asked us to prove the first point as triangle DAP is congruent to triangle EBP. So in these two triangles, let us find out the equal parts. So in DAP triangle, we already know that angle DAP is equal to angle EBP. This is given, which is angle. Next equal part is AP equal to BP. Since P is midpoint, AP is equal to BP. Since P is midpoint of AB. So this is side. Next congruent part is angle APD is equal to angle BPE. This is angle. Just now we have proved from point number 1. Say from these three equal parts we can say that triangle DAP is congruent to triangle EBP by ASA congruency. Second one they asked us to prove is AD is equal to BE. If you observe AD and BE, they are corresponding parts of the congruent triangles and they are equal. Therefore, AD is equal to BE by CP CD. It is given that in right angle triangle ABC, ABC is a right angle triangle. And right angle that C. So definitely we have to put here C. The other 2 points you can give as A and B. So ABC is a right angle triangle, right angle at C. The next one is M is the midpoint of hypotenuse AB. For AB, M is the midpoint. This is M. Again the midpoint, what is the duty of midpoint? It divides AB into 2 equal parts. So this part is equal to this part. Immediately you can note down. Next point is C is joined to M and produced to a point D. C is joined to M and produced to point D. CM is produced to D such that DM is equal to CM. That means these 2 parts are also equal. And the last point given is D is joined to B. D is joined to point B. They asked us to prove triangle AMC is congruent to triangle BMD. Let us find out the equal parts. So in these 2 triangles, if you observe AMC and DMB triangles, BM is equal to AM. AM is equal to BM since M is midpoint of AB. So the next part, the next corresponding part is this one. CM is equal to DM. CM is equal to DM. It is also given. Next part we need to find out. We need to recognize the third corresponding part which are equal. If you observe CD and AB line segments, they are intersecting at M. So when they are intersecting, the vertically opposite angles so formed will be equal. That means this angle will be equal to this angle. So angle in AMC triangle, angle AMC is equal to angle BMD. Vertically opposite angles. So by SA's congruency, we can say that triangle AMC is congruent to triangle BMD by SAS congruency. Now, the second part that they are asking is angle DBC is a right angle. First of all, we'll prove the third one. Third one, what is given? Triangle DBC is congruent to triangle ACB. They asked us to prove. So, let us see triangle DBC and triangle ACB. If you observe, just now we have proved that in first point, these two, let us consider this triangle as 1. This triangle as 1, triangle 1, this one as 2, this one as 3. Just now we proved that triangle 1 is equal to triangle 3. That means triangle 1 is congruent to triangle 3. So, triangle 2 is common part for both the triangles. Both these triangles, triangle 2 is a common part. Triangle 1 is equal to triangle 3. You can write like this also. Triangle 1 is equal to triangle 3. So, we will add this triangle 2 part on both the sides. So, triangle 1 plus triangle 2 is equal to triangle 3 plus triangle 2. If you add 1 and 2 triangles, what is the bigger triangle that you are going to get? Triangle DBC is congruent to triangle. What is the other triangle? 2 and 3 if you add triangle ACB. When equals are added, 2 equals, the wholes are also equal according to Euclid's axioms. Second one they asked is angle DBC is a right angle. If you observe angle DBC, it is corresponding part of angle ACB. Angle ACB, we know that it is 90 degrees given. That implies angle DBC will be equal to angle ACB by CPCT. That implies even angle DBC is also equal to 90 degrees. Therefore, angle DBC is a right angle. And next one they asked us to prove is CM equal to half of AB. CM, if you observe, CM equal to DM. We know that. And also CD is equal to AB by CPCT. So write that one. CD is equal to AB by CPCT. Then CD you can write as CM plus DM. CM plus DM is equal to AB. AB we are not going to write the combination of any of the parts because they asked in the sum to remain AB only. But this part they asked us to prove it as CM. So, CM plus DM means it is also equal to CM. So, instead of DM we can replace it with again CM is equal to AB. Since CM is equal to DM. Now, CM plus CM is 2CM is equal to AB. CM is equal to 2. If you transpose that side, it will be half of AB. So, hence proved.